Hi, welcome to another video. Till now, we have just defined our own class known as values, where we have give the data as input, and we did the forward propagation, backward propagation. Basically, essentially, we did build a very small neural network. Now, if you want to scale this up, there's even an efficient library to use, which is Torch, Pytorch, and let me quickly walk you through on how we can replicate the same using Pytorch. So here, these are the inputs x1, x2, weights w1, w2, and the bias b. So we'll define all these variables with using torch.tensor, and the type of this data is double. So by default, each of the data will be stored in a tensor format, which is basically a multidimensional data. It can hold different arrays and columns. So there's also an inbuilt PyTorch implementation where the grad values will be stored or associated with each variable. So by default, when we start with PyTorch sets the grad values to not even store for efficiency purposes because it takes up some memory. Now, so we're gonna give the gradient as true. And after that, we do a forward propagation of multiplication and an activation function. So Torch has by default implementation of tanh, and once that is done, we can implement the backward propagation using the backward call. And now if the equation is differentiable, then Pytorch does all the backward propagation and updates the gradients and stores it into each of these individual variables. And we can access these gradients using grad.item. Now, item is a specific way of calling these values inside the variable. And this will be the output. So we have the O, which is the output of the first pass, that is 0.7, and we have the weights to be 0 and 1. So we have weights to be 1 and 0, and then we have the input -1 and 0.5, which is basically -1, 0.5. Sorry, which is, yeah, 1. Yeah, which are basically these values. So in this way, we can replicate all the functions that we have written on a very micro level using PyTorch and this library using PyTorch library, which can be quicker in developing and productionalizing our neural networks. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to learn more on how to leverage neural networks. Have a good day.